All the questions that you may have, or all the things that you wonder what a natural hair girly does in a week, like how does she maintain this, how does she upkeep this in a realistic way, I'm gonna show you. Hello everyone, if you're new here, hi, my name is Tiana, and if you're not new here, welcome back. Today's video, we are doing something that I've honestly wanted to do for such a long time. I'm gonna be taking you guys along on a full 7 days with me and my hair. I don't know about you guys, but when I first started my natural hair journey, a video like this is something that I desperately needed. I was just so confused on how I was supposed to wear my natural hair out for a week, how I was supposed to maintain it, how I was supposed to wear my hair up at night. Like, I had so many questions and not a lot of answers. It's literally 8:41 in the morning. Okay, it's quite early. Today is actually Saturday. I had my wash day yesterday, Friday. So this is pretty much considered day one. Today, I'm actually heading out to see my grandparents. I'm pretty much spending most of the day with them. So for my wash day this week, that was yesterday, and I pretty much did it all. I washed my hair, I moisturized my hair, I stretched my hair, and then I put my hair into some braids. And now it's the next day, and my hair has been marinating in these braids pretty much for over 18 hours now, and she's ready to come out. I kind of like to pick one style that I do on wash day, and I'm hoping that that'll last me for an entire week. Okay, makeup, outfit, everything is on. All that's left to do is the hair. This is what she's looking like. Before I take out any twist or braids, I always oil my hands first. I'm gonna use this oil from Briogeo, warm it up in my hands like so, and then get to undoing the braids. I'm running on a bit of a time crunch, so I'm really hoping this doesn't take long. I just finished loosening out all of the braids, and I am loving this braid out so far. Like, my hair looks super shiny, feels super soft. Also, I'm going to be cooking when I get to my grandparents' house, so I feel like this will definitely poof up and get more voluminous throughout the day, which honestly I'm okay with. But I think to kind of just combat that, just so it doesn't get like extremely poofy, I'm gonna go in with some hairspray. This is the Kenra Volume Spray Super Hold Finishing Spray. Okay. That was a lot, but this is pretty much the beginning of day one hair. Let's go see my grandparents, let's go see some family, let's cook, let's have a good time, and we'll see how this will hold up throughout the day.
It doesn't melt in.
Okay guys, it is the end of day one, so like the evening. I just got back from spending the entire day pretty much with my grandparents. It was such a wholesome, like, fun day. I truly did enjoy myself. And as for the hair, she held up quite well. I'm gonna show you guys my like preservation night routine for my hair. This is gonna keep my hair looking still super nice and defined, curly. It's gonna hold its shape, and it's just gonna protect my hair as I sleep. First things first, you're gonna want to grab yourself a bunch of scrunchies, put those to the side, and the game plan here is to pretty much just braid back up your hair roughly kind of in the sections that you had before, not like section by section, because that's a lot of work. Kind of like gathering two sections that you had before together to make one, so they kind of hold the shape and the form as you're sleeping during the night. Front of my hair, I do like to do kind of the same sections I had before, just because the front is like the super face framey pieces, so I like for it to look super defined and nice. For example, you can kind of see this little square here is the original section that I had, so I'm just gonna go in and braid that back up. Now for these sections here, we're gonna do one kind of big loose braid, nothing super tight to like really make a new curl with this braid, but just enough to kind of like hold the curl that's already kind of there. I'm gonna do the same on this side. I'm trying to like mirror everything. That's looking super great. You're gonna kind of want to follow that same pattern. We're gonna make another section here. Okay, our hair is all braided up. I'm looking a little bit crazy. We got hair sticking up in all different directions, but now we're gonna call in the silk scrunchies. So I'm gonna take this section here. I'm just gonna do one scrunchie, and then I do another like that. Okay, I ended up doing a ponytail on kind of each section. So 3 here, a total of 6. Now we're gonna grab our 2 other very important pieces, and that's gonna be your silk bonnet and your silk scarf. So first you're gonna wanna grab your silk scarf. I like to get a pretty decent sized one. I wanna pretty much flip that over and bring it to the front of your hair like this. I like to leave my two kind of ponytails out. I don't like to kind of wrap them in just so that my hair doesn't fold weird, because if it folds weird and I sleep that way, my hair will come out that way when I wake up. Like it will, once I unbraid them, it's literally gonna be like all wonky and like twisted weirdly. So I kind of like to let my two sections kind of just stick out, do their thing. Okay, so you're gonna want to make a knot. So I'm gonna pull it forward a little bit and then bring the pieces to the front in case this falls off at night, because that does tend to happen when I call in the silk bonnet. Okay, so I kind of just put that over. Guys, this is the final result, bonnet on and everything, and this is like my full nighttime hair routine. As the weeks go on, this routine kind of like shifts as I like take out a few steps, add in a few different steps, because I just get a little lazy and sometimes I don't have 10 minutes to do this every night. But even when I do have time to do this, it really isn't that long. Again, it just depends on how lazy I am. Tonight I had a little bit more energy, okay, so I was able to do this, but you'll kind of see throughout the week, routine kind of shifts a little here and there. So with that being said, I will see you guys tomorrow and I will show you what this looks like. Good morning, it's day 2. Let's see what we're working with underneath this bonnet. Hopefully my bonnet only fell off once last night, and I woke up and I think like my body could sense that my bonnet was off. She was still on, and that's why I always do the 2 layers. So I immediately put this back on and then it didn't come off for the rest of the night. That was really nice. What's going on under here as well? So let's take them down. I'm going to use this oil, same one I used yesterday. I'm going to very gently take them down. I'm honestly thinking of kind of switching up my look for today. I might kind of do like a little headband look, so I'm gonna go see what headbands I could find. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this blue headband. A little backstory for like what I'm doing for today, just so you kind of understand like the hair matches the events of the day. It's Sunday, so it's kind of like my Sunday reset here. So I'm very much in like a sporty, comfy fit. I feel like this is perfect. I'm also very picky with my headbands. I feel like headbands have to have a good amount of like resistance to it, but not too much to the point that it's like hurting my head. And I also like some fun colors, so this blue one is perfect. This one's from Lemon. Section off these 2 pieces here. Perfect, we're gonna take that out. I feel like this is pretty good for day 2 hair. I'm really feeling myself. But okay, let's go do a little fun Sunday reset. I'm literally already running behind schedule because it's 12. It's gonna be a good day. We're gonna be productive. We're gonna set ourselves up perfectly for the week. So let's go do that. Okay guys, hello, it is now day 3, and when I said this was going to be a realistic week in my hair, I meant it. My hair has not been out all day, okay? This bonnet, the silk scarf, has not left my head all day, and it is now well into the evening. I was at home editing, doing work. No one really saw me today, so I was like, you know what, if I'm not going out, leaving my house, my bonnet doesn't need to come off. I kind of wanted to do a little moisture touch up on my hair, nothing crazy, and I thought I would kind of show you guys what I'm gonna be doing. Also, I forgot to mention yesterday, I didn't film my like nighttime hair routine because I literally did the exact same thing I showed you guys on the night of day 1. She honestly feels very moisturized, but I am gonna go in with just a little bit of leave-in conditioner. I'm gonna use this one from Amika. I really love this stuff. I'm like halfway through, and I've had it for over a month now. Like I've been using it for a month and a half, and this is like really taken over my life. Like I am obsessed with this leave-in conditioner. I'm just gonna do spritzes, making sure that I'm getting the ends. Okay, that feels really good. Now I'm just gonna go in with a tiny bit of oil. Okay, and that's pretty much it. I just did leave-in, oil. Now I'm just gonna put my hair back in those 2 ponytails. I'm gonna switch out my bonnet. I don't like to use the same bonnet like 3 days in a row because that's how I usually like break out along my forehead. So we're gonna get a new bonnet to put on. I'm gonna do this like teal looking one. Okay, and that's everything for my nighttime hair routine. My hair barely saw the light of day today. That is okay, and honestly, I would love more days like that. The more you keep your hair locked away, protected, your ends nicely tucked away, the more your hair is going to thrive. When you leave your hair alone, your hair will grow. I'll see you guys on day 4. Okay, it is now day 5. I skipped day 4 because, to be honest guys, I was feeling really motivated that I was gonna go out to have a reason to do my hair, but then I didn't leave the house. Okay, your girl was on day 2 of her cycle, and I was like, I physically cannot leave my house. I am in pain, I'm cramped. But today I'm feeling a little bit more energized, a little bit ready to go back into society. I did my makeup, put on a cute outfit after being in sweats for 2 days, and now we're gonna style the hair. So I'm gonna show you what we're doing for day 5 hair. Okay, just kind of fluffing it out. I I think I've done enough like fluffing and kind of picking just to kind of get it to have a little bit more of a better shape, just because it was giving kind of like flat down because the hair was like braided down that way. So kind of just going through it with your hands gently, kind of fluffing it up a little will give it some more volume. But yeah, I think this is a day 5 hair. But let's go to the mall, let's go run our errands, and let's have a good day. It's freaking, what day is it? It's Wednesday. We're gonna have a good Wednesday. Okay, let's go. Okay, today is a Thursday, so that means it's officially day 6. We were almost at a full week. A full week will be tomorrow on Friday of a week in my hair. Let's see what we're working with. As of yesterday when I went to sleep, I did a slightly different sleeping technique than what I showed you guys. I pretty much just like took a piece of a section, but instead of braiding it up, I just took that one section and then just added a few ponytails on it just to kind of help stretch it and keep it in that same form. I'm telling you right now, day 6, she probably ain't gonna be cute. Like, she's not gonna be giving obviously what day 1 was giving. That is okay because we are at the end of like our hair kind of cycle. So like I'm more looking for volume than definition. Like, let's see what we're working with here. But this is pretty much day 6 hair. I'm heading to a cafe to do some work, and then I'm probably gonna go to the gym. But for the second half of the day, because it's my anniversary tomorrow and I have like a brand kind of like a work event in the evening, plus we're also going to see the Nutcracker tomorrow. Like, it's just an exciting day tomorrow. So I want my hair to be looking its best, but it's also not wash day. So I could do wash day today, or I could wait and kind of push wash day to an extended day and do it on Saturday. This is pretty much half of day 6 hair, and then I'll show you the other half of day 6 hair later. Okay guys, it is quite late into the day. It's 7:04, so it's quite late, but I'm about to kind of wind down for the evening, but I want to prep my hair for tomorrow. What I'm going to do is I'm going to detangle my hair, and then I'm going to use my handy dandy Revere. I love her. I use her all the time. She literally saves the day every single day. I'm gonna use her to stretch my hair, kind of like a refresh like what I did on my wash day, and then I'm pretty much just going to braid up my hair like I did to do this braid out, except it's gonna look like how it looked on day 1 when it looked really cute and nice. Remember day 1 when it was looking great? We want it to look like that for tomorrow. So let me show you what products I'm gonna be using, and I'm gonna walk you through everything that I'm going to do. You're gonna need a brush. I'm gonna use this one. This is the Unbrush. I take a little bit of leave-in conditioner, this one from Amika. And then in terms of products that I'm gonna be using to braid up my hair, earlier this week when I did this braid out, I used this product. This is the Flora & Curl Style Me Sweet Hibiscus Twist and Braid Cream. I really liked this stuff. It was my first time using it. My first time even using this brand. Is great. So I think I'm going to use this again, but because I want a little bit of a strong hold, just because I'm going to be doing a lot tomorrow, I think I might mix in a little bit of the Pattern Beauty mousse. This stuff is super moisturizing. It gives a pretty decent hold. I'm hoping these two pair well together. It's probably not the best idea to be trying a product combination on an important day tomorrow, but what to do? Like, it's just gonna happen. I think this will be fine. This shouldn't take too long, just because my hair isn't super like knotted or anything. Have about this much hair, and then I'm gonna use this water. I try my best not to detangle on dry hair. This is dry hair. We're not detangling with that. I'm gonna use this As I Am Bond water spray. Essentially, it's just water, just like fancier with other nicer things in it. So you can just use a regular water spray. I'm gonna make sure that really gets into the hair. I have low porosity hair, meaning that my hair does not accept moisture very easily. It takes a minute. So to help with that, I like to really squeeze the product into the hair. I'm gonna gently detangle, so I'm gonna add a little bit of leave-in, not too much. Okay, I think that's perfect. My hair feels really, really great. Settings for my Revere, I like to do tension 7, and then I like to put it on the maximum heat, which for this one is number 2. And then I like to hold my hair in it for about 30 to 40 seconds. I don't really count. I just kind of like go off of vibes. I am going to go in with just a little bit of oil. I think I will section this into 2 pieces though. This will be 1 braid and this will be 1 braid. And I'm gonna take a little bit of this. Actually, we'll do the mousse first. Just the tiniest bit, because I really don't want my hair to revert. Do about that much. Run the brush through it just to make sure we get out any tangles and knots. My hair feels really good right now. We're just gonna braid her up. When I get to the end and it's just 2 pieces and it's no longer like 3, I just kind of wrap that around each other and do like a twist at the end just to give it like a little bit of a curl so that the ends aren't looking all wonky. I'm pretty much just gonna repeat that entire process. Okay, my hair is all braided up. I think there's about 16 braids total-ish. I like to do them kind of big just because I feel like it gives more volume. I'm gonna go to bed with this. I'm gonna do my silk scarf and my bonnet like you guys have seen. And tomorrow, this should hopefully, fingers crossed, be a juicy, good, voluminous braid out. It's the next day, day 6, and now we're going to see what this braid out is giving. I was wearing this bandana all day because I was like running errands and stuff like that, and it's 1:23 and I gotta get ready because our day of fun events is beginning now. But this is what we're working with. Honestly, I feel like the hair didn't shrink up that much. Again, putting some oil on our fingers. Oh, this feels really good. Wow. Okay, this looks super good. Like, I'm very impressed with how this turned out. I think we're gonna do some hairspray just on top because we want this to last all night. Okay, hair is looking super cute. Let's do our makeup. Okay, this is the finished look with makeup done and everything. And then I put on my outfit. This is my outfit for the first event that we're going to, which is with Pinterest and NYX. And then I'm gonna change into the matching skirt for this top for the Nutcracker when we go to the show. But this is for like the first event. Although I'm pretty sure when we get there, it's like a girls' night theme and they asked for my size in PJs. So I'm pretty sure this might not even last for the full event. I might be changing into PJs when I get there. So we will see. But this is how the hair is looking. Let's see how she holds up throughout the night.